Are they looking for night classes, evening classes? Can they look at classes from their home? So essentially, we are moving into how the education system becomes the foundation for the community itself and goes beyond just the four walls of the classroom. And then what we are doing at Cisco and what we have learned is that when we're looking at next generation learning, what are the key components of next generation learning? It's about creating an engaged and engaged student community, preparing them for the 21st century workforce, extending learning beyond classrooms, and how do we do that with technology and creating a lifelong learning opportunity for them, and how do you support advanced research? And we said, okay, these are these various criteria for next generation learning, and how do we address the needs of the higher education institutions through what we have today in our portfolio and what we can offer going forward to all of you. So formal learning, which is within the classroom or outside the classroom through WebEx Training Center, which is our virtual classroom technology. If I had a little bit more time, I would have loved to give you a demo. If you have time, please visit our exhibition booth hall and you can get a demo of WebEx there from my team downstairs. Show and Share, which is basically our DMS, digital media system suite of products, and we are creating a way for you to create your own lectures. So any student, any professor can create their own lectures, record their own lectures. So if somebody misses a class, they can still look at the class outside of the classroom. So that's basically Show and Share. Telepresence, you may have seen a lot of Cisco ads which have been playing on the TV for the last year or so. Personalized kind of collaboration experience, very up close and personal. Video on demand, again I talked about people look at it even at school level. They realize, the parents realize how valuable it is that they can actually see what their child is learning in class. So they can actually see the same teacher after in the recorded format, and they can actually work with their child after the class. So it's a huge opportunity for both the students as well as the institution to take advantage of technology to really take education beyond the classroom. Informal learning, basically anytime, anywhere, team-based. I emphasized about how our workplace has changed to more around teamwork and collaboration. And these are WebEx and Unified Communications Technology. Again, you can see a demo downstairs. Are some of the ways in which this can help you make informal learning a possibility. Cisco Learning Environment is our innovation to bring it all together as one single sign-on portal. It brings together our hardware infrastructure, which some of you may be familiar, which provides the backbone for a really truly next generation learning network, which is enabled for video, which is enabled for collaboration, which is enabled for mobility, which are very critical to the next generation. It also includes our security framework so that your content is protected. We understand that intellectual property is a very, very important thing for institutions. So protecting your own research and your content is very critical. So we have integrated with our security frameworks and security technologies. And then on top of that, we have created customized modules. It's a very modular platform. It's based on open standards. We are currently piloting it in a few countries, in few institutions around the world. And then it basically looks at what are the different interfaces in which students and professors and parents can access the portal, which is through video, through your iPhone, through your mobile, through your laptop, through any other medium, even through telepresence. So it's kind of like an end-to-end integrated solution built by Cisco specifically to address the education industry. So what we are trying to do is basically bring collaboration and video to the heart of learning and build an open, scalable platform. It works within your existing infrastructure. So if you have an existing learning management system, you can pick and choose what you want and integrate it with your existing infrastructure. It also is about education continuity. So if you have recorded lectures and so on, you can make them available offline to your community so they can still continue with their professional development. We also, based on our experience, we realize that faculty and professional development for your professors is a very critical thing. And based on some of what our own thought leadership we have developed at Cisco, we can help with creating a professional development curriculum for your professors as well. So that's Cisco's role in enabling higher education. We have Cisco Networking Academy program. Some of you may be familiar. It's our CSR effort to create a lot more students, provide students with an opportunity to get exposure to the world of networking and join the workforce. There's a very critical need for network engineers in India today. We have a lot of corporate social responsibility programs where we do CSR efforts with institutions and schools around the world. We also have a lot of public-private partnership. We fund university research around the world. We have a university research program. We also have a university relations program, which is very directly tied in with our internship and our recruitment strategy. And we also work with schools around the world through our Internet Business Solutions group, which are basically a team of thought leaders and experts from the education industry who have joined Cisco to really enable institutions and enable them and guide them on how to implement technology within their institutions. So with this, I want to end, but I want to show a quick video of how children in a school in Australia are actually developing their own learning. Where is the audio? Can you turn on the audio? Which merges your recorded lecture together, and you can put a quick title, a quick ending, and then there you go, your video is ready. And I'm happy to do a demo for you. I have my flip looking at, and how that's really changing what the next generation is expecting from education institutions. With that, I want to just end, and happy to take a couple of questions if we have time. Any observations, questions? Yeah.
You showed the Second Life logo in your presentation. Now, when we've tried Second Life, we found that it really doesn't work even on a 2 Mbps broadband.
Yeah, broadband,
so,
broadband is
how does Cisco solve that problem?
We can only encourage the government to install broadband. I think the innovation is also around how you bring the cost of broadband down. And I think there is a lot of, I have been talking to Professor Junjunwala at IIT Chennai, and I know that he's doing a lot of things to look at bringing the cost of broadband down, and it goes back to what is the cost of infrastructure and the last mile access, right? So while Cisco can look at addressing, bringing the cost of the infrastructure down, bringing the cost of the actual broadband, the rates, is really up to our service providers, and we are talking to some of the service providers in India to really look at how can we work with them to bring the cost of broadband down, specifically for education. So there are education research networks and so on. I know in India we had the EarNet. In some of the other countries there are other similar research networks, and it's really up to the education institutions